Hey, it's me. Today I'm going to be doing something that I have done before, but it was quite a long time ago and I kind of forgot about it until I remembered. And I was like, hey, that thing. This video idea came from the comments. It was one of those comment bombs. Somebody wrote up a comment and got other people to copy and paste this comment and just like bomb all my comment sections. The people wanted me to fix the unfixable squishies. Let me try to explain. I have a very large squishy collection. These squishies are mailed to me from people who watch my videos who have broken squishies. I use these squishies in a video series called Squishy Makeovers where I repair them. While organizing my very large squishy collection, I created a category of squishies called the hopeless, which are squishies that are so badly damaged they are essentially unfixable. Originally, I created this bin because I wanted to still save the squishies because somebody had gone out of their way to put it in a box and mail it to me, but at the same time, I don't know that I can fix it because it's just bad. However, people took a certain interest in this bin of squishies and really just wanted to see me try to fix a squishy that came from the hopeless bin. I did a whole video dedicated to fixing some of the squishies in the hopeless bin. Once I did that video, the requests to do this kind of stopped. I don't know if people didn't like it or if they just were like, oh, okay, cool, she did it. My job is done. But you guys pressured me into doing that.
Now I'm kind of into it.
The collection of hopeless squishies has unfortunately grown. It's a growing issue. So I'm interested to open this up and see what I've thrown in here. Here it is. Oh gosh. Brand new member of the hopeless bin. These squishies are gonna be so much work. There's a whole lot that would need to go into fixing this one, and it's large, so this is just a big project. I also just got this one. The reason this one got in the hopeless bin is just the size of the missing chunk. There's also these two, which are just stuffed full of stuff. Somebody really wanted me to have to work. Appreciate it. This is a cat without a body, just a head.
Yikes.
Somebody was very angry. Maybe a dog. Oh, look, I found a body. Could these go together? Like, maybe they could. I like it. Save a head, save a body. This actually, I don't think is gonna be that difficult. Would I have time to do this one? This should probably be its own video. The eyes are a problem. The head is a problem. Do I just patch the head and make it smooth? That's cute. I found these two giant ice cream scoops. What if we make space bun ice cream scoops? Yeah, I have to do that. Okay, you guys can go. Bye. This is gonna be a lot of work for one video, but I think I can do it. We're gonna do it. I'm signing up. Let's get started. And so it is time for squishy roasting. Okay, let's check out this sad excuse for a panda. First thing I take issue with is those eyes. It is my professional opinion that a squishy shall be squishy. So I don't really appreciate these giant non-squishy bug eye intruders. It'd be one thing if they were cute, but you guys think they're cute? To me, they kind of look creepy. Look at that. That's disgusting. Makes me hate you. I could be wrong. Maybe they are cute. No. Next, we've got a classic ripped neck. It's actually not too bad. This is only a stage 2 or 3. This is a 10. Ooh. The foot here is also ripped. Solid 8 right there. The ears are gone, leaving a massive gouge. Plus, the whole thing is coated in some very sticky glitter. That's actually not going to be able to be removed. It's probably just gonna create a lovely pimply texture. Great. I think it's safe to say there are a fair amount of reasons why this squishy ended up in the hopeless bin. I'm gonna try to change that by using ice cream. I found these 2 scoops of ice cream also in the hopeless bin. I feel like it's an unofficial rule that to fix a hopeless squishy, you can only use another hopeless squishy. And I'm thinking if we just glue these on the head, that covers up my missing ear issue, and it looks like a 2-bun hairstyle. I've heard them called space buns. I don't really know much about hairstyles. I just have hair. So it's time to play the game. Is it cute or is it whack? Ice cream space buns? Any opinions? I hate that. I'm doing it anyway. I did notice that these are slightly different ice cream scoops. After taking a quick gander in the hopeless bin, I found that I actually do have an exact match for one of them. They're both devastated. The only problem is this one's got a bit of a hole, but that'll be fine. It's not the first hole that I've dealt with. Never mind. Let's get to work on these. I'm gonna start by trimming up that nose area a little bit. I also need to cut off the remainder of this ice cream cone, and then it's enough stalling. It's time to face them, the glittery demons. Are you okay, sweetie?
Don't worry, this isn't gonna hurt a bit.
I'm just gonna grab a hold of your eyeball. We're just gonna tug a little bit. Ooh, we're gonna make an incision here. Feel some slight pressure. That's perfectly normal. Oh, it's coming. There. Holy crap, that is an intense contraption. Is that the optic nerve? All right, on to the next one. And ha, success. Both eyeballs have been ripped out. So it's a good day for me. I don't think she's having the best day ever. My work has just begun though, because this is the aftermath. Unfortunately, I can't just glue giant ice cream scoops over these. Let's just get these out of here. I'm bringing in a small chunk of scrap foam. I'm gonna take my fabric hot glue and apply that in the eye socket. Very comforting. Then stuff a little chunk of that foam in there. Now, this is my first time doing an eye removal surgery, so I'm a little nervous. And looking at this is not exactly reassuring, but we're just gonna keep going. I'm just gonna start trimming up the foam, trying to smooth it out as much as possible. I have used this technique before. It is my least favorite squishy makeover thing. So many little cuts, it takes so long, but the foam never gets completely smooth. It just gets to be slightly less of a mess. Since I had my hot glue gun fired up, I went ahead and repaired some of the other rips. I can't say it's looking a whole lot better yet. Try not to panic. Time for ice cream. I'm stuffing some extra foam in that hole and then a nice hot drizzle on there. And there, we've committed. These were pretty heavy on there, so I decided to rubber band all of that together just to make sure that the glue could completely dry. Once it's ready, I can unveil my creation. It truly looks like a monster, but it's gonna get worse because now it's time to just add mounds and mounds of puffy paint over the rough areas of the foam, in the seams, just trying to smooth things out. This took days of just layering up the paint. Once I got everything covered with nice thick coats, I started adding the thin coats on top of that, trying to get just the surface as smooth as possible. About 5 coats later, this is what I've got. Terrifying. Covering all of that up with white, and this is the moment of truth. This is when you can really see how bad the texture is on that repair. It's honestly not as bad as I was expecting it to be. I mean, it's definitely not perfect, okay? It's not perfect, but I was pretty nervous about having lumpy repairs right on the eye area. Chunky faces, not that cute, but this may actually work out okay. Let's bring in some color. I'm gonna go with pink and yellow here because I decided that she's gonna be a strawberry lemonade ice cream panda squishy. So I'm doing this thing where she's gonna be like half and half right down the middle. I thought this would look cute with the ice cream space bun. I will say that the space buns are a lot larger than I would have ideally chosen them to be. Dang, they're putting Princess Leia to shame. Hello, my friends. I have a brand new product to share with you guys that has been heavily requested. But first, I need to announce that I have switched merchandise partners. Woohoo! I'm gonna be working with Juniper for my future products. Juniper is really a top-notch company that's gonna help me provide you guys with really high-quality products and the best possible customer experience. I am really excited for this next year of fresh products. The product that I'm launching today, the official ME playing cards, me cards. If you missed it, I recently spent months creating a deck of playing cards from scratch in a 2-part series on my channel. You guys wanted to see a deck of playing cards with a different character of mine on every single card, and after a long time and much struggle, this is the deck I was able to create in that video series. Crusty rubber band. These are the DIY versions. But here, my friends, I have the official produced version of the cards, complete with box. Oh yes, they look just like the ones that I made in the video, only better. This is one of my favorite things that I've ever created, and I put so much time into it. It is available now on my store. This is a pre-order item, which means it's only available for a limited time. The playing cards will be available to purchase until March 20th. After that, no. Don't be one of those people who comes to me on March 21st like,
I really wanted to buy them, but I missed the deadline. Huh.
because I can't do anything besides cry with you. So if you want these, order right away so you don't forget. yet. Thank you so much for listening. Let's get back to the squishy painting. Once I finished with the first coat, I'm feeling like this looks like a train wreck. I'm getting ugly, I'm getting tacky, I'm getting clown, but pink lemonade, no. So I'm gonna take these colors and lighten them up a lot. Try to see if we can take this down a notch. Now, once I thought I had cleaned up that center line to perfection, I stepped back and realized it is totally off center. Like, totally. I had to go over all of that again and fix it, which was mildly annoying. I did decide to keep the ice cream scoops in the original brighter versions of the colors because I thought that the ice cream would look better in a more vibrant color, and it also gives a little bit of variety, which I liked. So this is the basic design. I'm drawing back the little panda patches. That's right, for once I'm keeping a panda a panda. Thank you. I could really turn this into any animal at this point, but I feel like I've kind of killed off a few too many panda designs. Then I'm drawing the facial details. I did not have a very clear vision for what I wanted it to look like, which is always a red flag. I had a bad feeling that I was gonna really mess this up. I was being very timid about it and trying to make safe choices, but that's what we're looking at. Not quite sure how I feel about that. I am noticing that the panda looks bald. It doesn't really look like space buns, so I decided to paint the ice cream over the top of the head to make it look more like ice cream hair. Then I added a little topping to each of the ice cream scoops, and back to the face. Ew. I added a little shine in the eye, which did help a bit. I mean, they're 2 white dots. They can't perform miracles. Speaking of dots that can perform miracles, let's add some sprinkles now. I'm not happy with the face, and I'm also feeling like it's not 1000% clear that this is strawberry lemonade. So I tried adding some white lemon seeds onto the cheek. Hated that. Okay, back to my happy place for a second. After settling down and painting on some sprinkles, I thought I was done with this squishy, but the next day when I came into my studio and I saw this staring back at me, I knew something needed to change. So off camera, I changed the nose to try to make it look less awkward. I thought that this is not the best, but I mean, I really don't know how to make it better, so it must be done. Nope! About 3 days later, I'm back at the table with this girl. I think the mouth area is the problem, so I decided to extend the line of the mouth, and I connected it to the nose. I also just added some freckles just to be cute. And this is the actual finished squishy, and I'm still not sure that I'm completely satisfied with it. If you look at where it came from, we're doing pretty good, but despite my efforts to preserve the panda-ness, this looks nothing like a panda. Looks more like a dog. The way it's sitting, the paws, the mouth. That's a dog, people. So, yet again, I have eliminated another panda. I didn't mean to. Here's what I'll do. I'm gonna name her Panda. Even though she's a dog, she is Panda the dog. This one was weird, but I tried. I kind of like it. And guess what? We have a whole other situation on our hands. What have I signed up for here? It's a cat head, and if I know squishies like I think I do, I recognize this as the body of a fox squishy. Separately, they're completely mutilated, hopeless body parts, but together they create one complete, beautiful cat with some fox-like instincts. So let's make this happen. I'm gonna start by sanding the pieces to make sure that my paint sticks. Then I need to glue the head onto the body. This is the obvious way to do it, but what do we have her looking like this? Looking over here, or maybe tilted to the side? Oh my gosh. I'm gonna glue it, and then yes, oh my gosh, that little head tilt.
She's so innocent.
Now all I have to do is seal up the seam, and boom. Moving on to the base coat, covering the whole squishy in white. And while I do this, I'm thinking about how I want to design this cat squishy. I mean, let's face it, I've done a lot of cat squishies. I tend to like cats. I have everything from plain cats, cats and desserts, cats as desserts, cats with desserts, cats in costumes, cats in love with food. So I wanted to be sure that this cat was unique. So for the color scheme, I've chosen 6 shades of white. What? Okay, no. I'm gonna use this white to create a set of the most gentle pastels you've ever seen. Oh, would you look at those? I realized that as much as I love rainbow, I don't actually have a character who is just completely rainbow. I have characters with rainbow sprinkles, rainbow accents, rainbow accessories, holding rainbow acorns and rainbow seashells, pastels, but I can't think of a single one who is just rainbow. So that needs to change. I'm adding a couple coats of this pastel rainbow paint with a nice gentle blend.
Gosh, it's beautiful.
Then onto the back, I'm doing the same thing. Next, I'm going to add a cute little face, and I want this cat to have just the most innocent expression. She's a pastel rainbow kitty, and she could never do anything wrong. I added some nice little blush to her cheeks, which was kind of annoying to blend out because it's over top of a rainbow gradient. I had to like blend a blend into a blend. I made her nose a heart and added her little ears and her little toesies. One side is pink and the other is purple. Oh, it's so sweet. I tried adding some gray into her eyes to give them a little dimension. I don't know, I guess it worked. Lots of little shinies, my signature, and here is the final before and after.
Ooh, it's so cute.
Now for an unfixable project, this was actually super easy since it just worked out. I had a head and a body that fit together, but hey, I'm not complaining. This is just adorable. I'm super happy with her. She's my little rainbow. You know what? That's her name. Her name is Rainbow. Okay, that's it. I love you, Rainbow. And that is it for this week. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next week. Bye.